Hey Leo, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day today to spend it with me and get to know your tarot reading for the last month of February. I believe that the tarot is a very powerful tool that helps us gain insight and find peace with where we are in our current life path. And it can be a really good guide to help us understand the outside perspective on where we are in our current situation, and just give us another sense of security in that, knowing that all of the experiences that we're going through all are for a reason and lead up to the greater purpose, which is to just find happiness in this life. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Katie. I live in the Phoenix area, and I do these general readings for all of the horoscopes on a monthly basis. And I also do personal readings on my website, blissfully.com. I do Skype or phone meetings, as well as recorded video or email readings. And if you're in the Phoenix area, I definitely love to meet new people by going to events and parties and reading the tarot for people there. So like I had said before, this is a general reading for all Leo personalities. So there is a chance that some of this is not going to be as exact with your specific personality. So I encourage you to check out my website, like I had said before, to get a personal reading if you're interested in diving deeper into your tarot experience. Also, if you are interested, I posted a picture of this spread on my Instagram account and on my other social media, which I'll post in the links in the description below, so that you can pull up the photo if you're interested and follow along, so that you can see where the cards are as I'm talking about them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out my spread. You might hear my dogs in the background. They're playing outside. Okay. And the way I like to read cards is I like to have them be face down first, and then I flip them over one at a time, because I feel that it gives me a better sense of learning the situation that you're currently in at a more fine-tuned level, and not getting overwhelmed with all of the details all at once. Okay. So, the first card that I have for you is the King of Winter, and he is the type of man that you think to be very stoic, very in tune with his traditions, with his ideals, with his loyalties, that kind of thing. And winter being related to swords, if you're familiar with traditional tarot decks, sometimes mentally he can be a bit harsh and a bit strict with others. So that's describing you and your personality at the moment. What's crossing you, the card that's crossing on top of the King, is the Nine of Summer. And I find this ironic because it's like two polar opposites. The Nine of Summer describes following your passions, following your dreams, just being completely impulsive and on a whim, and just doing what makes you happiest. So it definitely feels like there's a struggle going on between staying responsible and staying traditional, and just letting loose and doing what makes you happy. And because you Leos are so loyal, the struggle could be that you are a loyal person, maybe to a family member, maybe to a relationship, maybe to ideals that you've instilled in yourself growing up. But now there might start to be a little bit of a break in that. And I'm noticing that amongst most of the the signs that I've been doing readings for so far. So this definitely seems to be an overarching theme for us as a species, as humans. Okay. So, for your Your conscious card for your ego, as another good way to say it, what's currently on your mind is the Ten of Spring. Very high movement, very chaotic, lots of choices, lots of things going on around in your world, and it looks like you're trying to stay the path. You're trying to stay focused on what you believe is the best thing for you to be focusing on, staying focused on tradition, faith, values, and this can go two ways. This can be beneficial to you, or it could actually end up being necessary that you allow yourself to view the other perspectives around you. And we'll find out more as we go along in the rest of the spread, but definitely seems like right now you're staying focused on whether it's a target or whether it's a value, one of those things. And again, what's underneath you, what's in your subconscious, what's below, is your Queen of Spring. And she is almost the polar opposite of the King of Winter, which is your You card right now. Lackadaisical, charismatic, very present in the moment, very focused on making sure that she's happy. And this, I think, fits nicely with the mental struggle that you seem to be experiencing at this moment and at this year is the difference between doing what makes you feel good and doing what you believe is the right thing to do. And, you know, I don't necessarily have a good suggestion just yet, but I'm going to get there as I get through the rest of this spread. So, and this is probably the reason why you've been acting like this lately. Recently in your past, this card, the Goblin Market, you might have been swindled recently. You might have been led to believe something that is actually too good to be true. You might have spent money on something that actually ended up being a bad purchase. And I think because of that, it's got you guarded. It's got you staying away from being as lackadaisical as the Queen of Summer. And I think that experience has been holding you back from letting go. Yes. And it sounds like eventually you will let that wall die down again. Your upcoming future is the Conjurer, and this is a jack of all trades kind of a card. He's the guy who's a master of all the elements. So I think that you're actually going to take this lesson to heart and really use it as a propeller to help you in the future, to bring all of these ideas and all of these things that make you happy and marry them together in a good mixture. And then you'll feel fulfilled enough so that you feel that you'll be able to relax and follow your passions while also having a set foundation, a set path, and mastering all of those different traits at the same time. It seems like that's where things are moving right now. So definitely don't be afraid of the experience that you had before where you were teased or tricked into buying or investing in something, and whatever that may be. It may be with money or emotion or passion or with you as a human being. Let that be a lesson for you, and let that propel you into a better future for yourself. Friends and family definitely seem to be traveling a lot, or are maybe not as present with you at the moment, which may add to the fact as to why you feel so guarded right now. They just seem to be off in another world, doing their own thing, and it almost seems like you might even be a little bit jealous of them, but you don't want to completely relinquish all of the hold that you have on yourself right now. You want to hold yourself back only to an extent in order to keep yourself safe, is what I'm getting. And you're almost jealous of them because they just seem to easily be able to let go of their worries and do what makes them feel the happiest. And for you, as I said before, you'll get there, but I think that you will still have that sense of guard, that sense of comfort for yourself that makes you feel like you're getting that travel, you're getting to go out and experience new things, but you still feel like you're safe doing it. It's not out of control, and it will be a different and better situation for you in comparison to your family members. So your hopes card is the Four of Autumn, and this is sharing, building a foundation for yourself financially, potentially even sharing it with someone else. And it seems like this is related to the rest of your spread, as in you're hoping to get your material wealth back up to the status that it was at before. You feel like maybe you've lost money recently, and now the reason why you're guarding yourself so much is because you don't want to be tricked again into buying and purchasing the things that you did in the past. And you'll get there. You will. You, again, just going off of what we talked about before, allow yourself to slowly relinquish your guard, but not completely, because you know that you're going to feel out of control if you do that. So just allow yourself to experience life and follow your dreams, but do the research beforehand. Understand what's going on around in the world before making any drastic decisions. Your fear, again, is losing control, is losing the battle, and letting someone else take over your possessions. But now know that this Ten of Winter, it's a winter card, so it's very much so in your head is this fear that you have. It's not true. In my opinion, I would say that success is just right around the corner for you, and you will get there in time. Your final outcome card is the Stars, and this is a beautiful card. I like this card a lot. And what it's telling me in relation to the rest of your spread is to trust your gut, trust your intuition, do the research, make yourself feel like you've looked out there and see what else is going on in the world before making any drastic decisions. Rash, I think is the word I'm trying to say. And follow your dreams, but take it slow. Take it one step at a time, and trust your gut. Trust the signs that you're getting from the universe, because the universe is only looking out for your better good. So trust that everything does happen for a reason, and that the universe is looking out for you, and have faith. Because there are people and things out there in the world that do want to make sure that you are living at your fullest, happiest potential, and you will find them mostly by letting down your guard. Alright, so that was a really great reading for you, Leo. I am so thankful that you've taken the time to go all the way through this video with me and listen to your reading. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, please reach out to me. I put all the links down below for all of my social media. Please reach out to me. I'd be happy to speak with you one-on-one. So have a wonderful rest of your week, Leo, and I'll see you very soon for March. Bye.